What's up guys, this is Brian, turfmechanic.com. I want to talk to you about core aerating, what we need to do before we core aerate the lawn. This is fall, or it's almost fall, it's the end of summer. This is one of the best times of the year to core aerate a cool season lawn. The reason for that is because as we push into fall, this is a natural growth phase for the root systems of our grass. We core aerate before that growth phase to amplify its effect. But here's the deal, there's more things that we can do before we core aerate to amplify this effect even more. I say this because in 10 days exactly, I am core aerating my lawn for the second time this year. I core aerated at the end of March, just before spring really set in, and I'm gonna do it again here just before fall sets in. These are the steps that I'm gonna be taking. "10 days out, this is the time to start busting out the liquid aeration products. Now this sounds, I don't know, counterintuitive. We're gonna core aerate, why would we need liquid? The liquid core aeration product is going to go into the soil and it's gonna soften the soil enough to allow water to go deeper into the ground when we irrigate. And once we run the mechanical core aerator over the lawn, the cores are gonna go in better. They're just gonna go in better. You see, when you run a core aerator over a lawn that's compacted and hard and dry, you're gonna be punching holes, but not all of those holes are gonna be good holes. They're not gonna be deep. You're gonna be clogging the little like tubes that poke the holes, the little core pluggers, whatever you wanna call them. If we can soften that soil up and then water deep ahead of time, then it's gonna make more pliable ground, softer ground. It's gonna be easier for the cores to be pulled. Now that's 10 days out. Now, as we push forward closer to core aeration date, we get closer to 4 to 3 to 2 days out, then we're gonna go ahead and water deep one more time, but we're gonna cut the grass shorter than normal at this point. If we cut the grass shorter than normal, then it's gonna be easier, again, for the core plugger, puller thing, the machine, to actually pull holes out of your soil surface. Also, it'll be easier to clean up the mess after the cores have been pulled when the grass is a little bit shorter. Now you don't have to clean up those cores off the ground, but I do because I go ahead and I take those cores and I use them in other parts of my yard. And the other reason why I don't want them on the ground is because I'm a huge advocate for top dressing the lawn after core aeration. Now that's a different video down the road. Once our grass is short and we've had deep watering sessions ahead of time and we've applied a liquid aeration product onto the ground to soften the soil up a little bit, the next main thing that we really need to do is actually apply a fertilizer to the ground. We need to apply a balanced fertilizer at this point because remember, we're going into a high growth phase for our grass and the root systems of our grass. We want to put something balanced that has N, P, and K, but we don't want anything like crazy. We don't want to just push like excessive growth, nor do I particularly want to push extremely fast growth. So what I'm going to be putting down is a lawn box product called Fall Fix. It's a 5-5-5 product. So it's grand scheme of things, after I apply it, I will have put down a 1/4 pound of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium on the lawn all at once. As you know, this is not very much, but it is a balanced amount and it's going to help that lawn push new healthy growth into the cores that are pulled. Now, another optional step to take prior to the core aeration is the application of root growth stimulant products. So for me, I use Cytogrow. Cytogrow is it's kind of concentrated form of cytokinins, which is the hormone that's found in sea kelp and sea kelp extracts and things like that. So as you are looking for products to put down on the lawn, anything that contains sea kelp or seaweed extracts are going to have cytokinins in it. I choose Cytogrow simply because I'm getting more of them. It's a dedicated product for that purpose. You could use Next RGS, which is a common one used here in DIY lawn settings, but there are other products out there. The cytokinins in Cytogrow and other products like that are going to stimulate root development right at the time that roots want to grow anyway. So if we stimulate them to grow and then we core aerate, right as Mother Nature is telling those roots to grow, they're really going to expand and they're going to help our lawns be very, very healthy throughout the remainder of the year. Now, for the most part, all of these steps really are unnecessary. They're optional. Except for maybe watering the grass and cutting the lawn. We need to do those things anyway. But the thing is, if you're gonna be core aerating the lawn, that's the hard part. Most people don't actually core aerate the lawn. So if you're gonna core aerate the lawn, you've already committed to doing the hardest step of them all. You might as well take action on the smaller steps as well to kind of supercharge your results. Now, over on Turf Mechanic Briefs, which is my other lawn care channel for short form content, I have an entire playlist all about core aeration, the frequently asked questions about core aeration. I'm going to link to it right up here and then down in the description below. Go ahead and take a look at that. Chances are pretty good I've already answered some or all of your questions about core aerating the lawn. Thanks for watching.